What's good, everybody? Welcome back. Today, we're back and we got Stranger Things 5. We're just going to say Season 5. I don't care if y'all just call it 5. I mean, it says Season 5 right here. But listen, I heard these bitches along as movies. Now, look. We'll do it like this. We'll let this one be the litmus test. And actually, this is actually how I was going to have it. Where I react to whatever trailer. I mean, it's gonna have to be a future thing, but I'll try to do it for Stranger Things to like finish the series on the channel. But like, if y'all rocking with this trailer and I see like, okay, they rocking with it, I'll put in the effort. Now, granted, it's not like the season. Let's say this when the season drop, like. I don't remember. I think it's like November or some shit. November and then March for the part 2. Part 2 might drop and you still might not get the first episode. Like, I'm gonna be doing it little by little. Like I got one movie that's gonna come to the channel. I'm gonna be doing that bit little by little too, and that movie only 90 minutes. But we're gonna have to see how the perception is to this trailer. But we started the channel with 3 series. Fear the Walking Dead, which I couldn't finish. I tried to go back and eventually finish it on a Patreon, and then it just pissed me off. Snowpiercer. Like, I knew like I was gonna be pissed off from Fear the Walking Dead, but then it just like pissed me off really, like, even to extents that I didn't know it was gonna piss me off. Snowpiercer, I thought everything was fine. I thought everything was good to go, and then I watched the first like 4 episodes of the last season. I'm like, bro, this shit pissing me off. Come on, man, what we doing? Like, y'all know me now. Granted, we get into some like high stakes movements here. Actually, the description down below. One of the first people on the blacklist, Snowpiercer and Stranger Things, we got Nancy. So they're not immune to pissing me off. But we get into some higher stake things. When it comes to these situations, I don't like sit there and be like, oh well, that, like, I don't care about how you feel on a certain thing. Now, oh, what do you mean by that? Now, if there's a situation where it's like, let's say the whole town is going to be wiped off unless L does something, and it's this big sacrifice, and they're not trying to do a sacrifice. Not like a sacrificial ritual, but like, oh, hey, she has to go in there and use her powers, but this will kill her. Hey, she got to do that. But other shows like Fear the Walking Dead and Snowpiercer will be like, oh no, we can't do this. And then if you want to do this and save everyone here, you're a bad person. Listen, hey, you the homie, L, but you listen, there's no other way. Like Obi-Wan said, I'll do what I must. You gotta skedaddle. Sorry. It's nothing against Jewits. There's people in this town who have loved ones. Well, they're all gonna die. Not really anyone in this town knows you except a group of friends and family. So I think that's the most selfish thing. So I say that to say we get into some higher stakes things where like now the whole town is in chaos, and I ain't talking Scarlet Witch. So, hey, y'all could do some things to piss me off. Don't do it. Please don't do it. Okay. Anyways, I'm ready to jump into this, but before you do, make sure you thumbs up and subscribe, and let's get it. Also, I just want to say, Noah. Hey, I've been in that movement before y'all even peeped the plot. But I'm someone who's like, listen, bro. Like, I'm able to separate these kind of things. So, but I still will clown you if you do something. Like I said in the other trailer, talking about some run. Listen, we got to see the context of that scene. But if it's just like a guys, you gotta run instead of what are you doing, run? Hey, I gotta clown you. Sorry. You can make no mistakes. How you act, how you talking, bro? You can make zero mistakes. I'm on you. And also, y'all know, hey. Yeah, hey, this was one of like the only 3 times on the channel we almost had one of these. I had to skedaddle. You know what I'm saying? With the Will Jonathan moment in season 4. I had to walk off cam, man.
Burn commencing in 5, 4, 3. Come on. 2.
Shout out Red Guardian.
And after what we've been through.
That's crazy.
This thing.
Hey.
It ties us
Hey.
together. Forever.
We're gonna break this down in a second. Hold up. I said we're gonna break it down in a second. Hold on.
Wherever this blood leads. I need you to fight one last time. Let's end this, kid.
Yes! That was my Red Guardian impression. That's the best you're getting.
Found you.
He said I'm back, man. Stranger Things 5, the final season. Oh, okay, so it's all in this year. All right, let's break this down. First, before we break this down, Stranger Things season 1 release date. July. That's crazy. It's the 16th. July 15th, 2016, bro. 5 seasons in 9 years. 9.5 years. And keep in mind, most of those years was the last couple seasons. Tough, bro. Like, television could be so cool again, bro. But they just be like, you know? Well, I guess. Nah, not even. Because they do that with the, like, they do that with, like, HBO and stuff like that. And they still release their stuff weekly. I was going to say, oh, well, Netflix, they do it at the same time. So you can't just be like, for instance, it'll be like, episode 1 will release, and while episode 1 will release, they're editing like episode 9 or something. Alright, let's...
Burn commit 5.
Hey. You want a blacklist, but you can get him. Simple.
4.
And I don't know why people like granted, it's better than what they're doing with Snape in the Harry Potter series, but they're like, oh, he'll be a good Miles Morales. Y'all just pick someone who's like younger and black is just like, oh, there goes Miles Morales. First and foremost, now, yeah, first and foremost, that's a part of his character. He not just black, bro. Simple. Like, you can't forget his other side. That's half the character, bro. And like, you could have said this during like season 3 of Stranger Things. People still saying it's season 5 error. Bro, he's too old. Sorry. That was on my bucket list. I'm too old, my guy. Unless y'all got me in Secret Wars and I'm playing like a variant who's been, you know, took over the mantle, that's tough. That's off the bucket list. That's impossible now. And it was on my bucket list for a live action, not a what if or like some animated stuff.
4.
Now, granted, if y'all doing an anime, hey, I'm gonna have to hit that one up.
3.
Who the hell is this? Are these just some random characters? Because like Thanos said, I don't even know who you are.
3.
Come on.
2.
Alright, all of this is kind of just like leading up to the actual... So I'm guessing... Because they've been showing this out throughout. And so basically this right here is the DB. That's the volume. I'm guessing this is kind of like a... You know, like how you know, they disrespected my man's Eddie. That's tough. But, shout out Human Torch. But, they're kind of doing some type of, like, distraction. And this is, like, the footage from that. Wait, hold on, let me make sure there wasn't a negative. Yeah, okay, cool. If there was a negative, then I was like, okay, maybe this is some way of, like, allowing Elle to use her powers. Okay, so this is the aftermath, the rebuilding. All because of that prick. Who I either forgot to put him or Argyle in my worst character. Sorry. Didn't like Argyle. He sucks. He's annoying. Oh, okay, yeah, okay. So that's one. Season 4. That's one. That is an example. Yeah, he's the comic relief stoner character. Like, bro, I don't care. It's not funny to me. It's not funny. Like, you can have a funny moment, but when that's your only reason for existing, I don't care. Tough, bro.
After all
Also, are you writing that in blood a bit?
we've been through,
What the hell is this shit? Justice for Max.
just think it ties us together forever.
Okay, but you can see
Ties us together.
you can see the makeshift little tub. You see the water, the hose right here, and then they're about to close the door. They did some home improvement type of deal right here. I mean, obviously you see her in a. You could just look at her uniform and assume that's about to happen.
Forever.
I wonder after this, will like we still be getting spammed with Millie Bobby Brown and Netflix like originals? And now that shit, hey, now that shit in the real world. And by the real world, I mean like it's not just like one secluded location, bitch. They gonna be out and about chilling. It's an invasion.
Wherever this blood leads.
Hold on now. Alright, so hold on. Who could this be? Whose blood is on your hands? That's not your blood. Now, okay, so granted, like, you can just assume someone's dying, but you just don't know who it is. But when you see her put this sweater on, hey, someone's dying. Now, it's either that or it's some sort of flashback illusion or whatever the hell to Barb's death. They killed Barb! I'm gonna always forever clown you on that. So it's one or the other, but just know she's either gonna go, well, I mean, obviously she's going through something. When you see the sweater goes on, someone's dying, or she's seeing some flashbacks to like Barb dying.
I need you to fight one last time.
Oh no, hold on, we crying, hold on. Let's see. Possibly could be either Will, Mike, Jonathan, or L. I don't know. I don't feel like you would show that, like, L, if L dies, that's like the very end of the second last episode or the end of, like, the somewhere in the end of the season. I don't feel like you would show like the aftermath of that with L in the trailer, unless you're just like trolling, bro. Like I don't think there's any way. So I'm looking at Jonathan, Will, or Mike. Since Will is Mr. He's near. I'm suspecting him because, like, it's kind of like, let's say this is like a hero shooter. I've been on my Marvel Rivals Zarah man right now. Like, if there's a character in the enemy team that can, like, who's able to, like, sense us coming, pause, I'm taking them out first. They got to get body first. So that might be the play to get them up out of the way. Hey, listen. I got to do what I got to do. I need you out the way, my boy. Also, let's pay attention to who's there when he says, "I found you."
Let's end this, kid.
Let me double check if that's L. No said, no said. Now hold on, now you got. Now who the hell is it? Is this It's not. I don't remember the song. Is that Dustin's old girl? Hold on, he got some blood in his shirt. Dotted us, blood all over my shirt. I wake up in the morning, I got murder on my mind. Alright, I'll be honest, I didn't think of you, but I think you're safe anyway. And I don't think it's gonna be like some like I don't want to say B tier in terms of me liking them, but B tier in terms of like importance to the plot and the story. Like, I don't think it's gonna be either of y'all. Yeah, like that's not like a monumental death. Hold up. Okay, cool. Trying to make sure that was who was hugging Dustin. Alright, maybe I could do 75. Like Erica, like that. I mean, if anything, I expect. I forgot Caleb's character's name, bro. It's that, bro. That's what I'm telling you. It's been that long, bro. Oh, she thinks she fucking Supergirl, like, bro. Alright, they're trying to cut it like that. This is the scene. Actually, someone's on the ground right here. So it could be here. It could be. Now, granted, I expect Joyce to not be looking like this if it's her kid. I expect her to be in fucking drowning in tears. Or freaking out. Or looking at who did it and is trying to pull up and wanting smoke. So Will could be safer right now. If that's who Nancy was crying about when she had the pink sweater on. All the time. Shout out SpongeBob. Trying to see. Hey, we trying to scan the environment. Oh, that looked like Will right there. Hold up. I can't 100% see. Actually, that looks like, I don't even know. That looks like that random kid that was in a bunker earlier. These look like some newbies. Alright, I think we're straight right here.
Found you.
Dracarys! Alright. Now look. I wanna state a couple things. Now, I know people, I didn't know this until after, like, catching up. Not even catching up. Like, after, like, season 4, like, I didn't know. Well, I know that people didn't necessarily like season 3 to the same extent. But I didn't know some people didn't like season 4 after I seen it. Like, to me, season 4, that's, like, y'all seen the tier list. Season 4 was towards the top of my tier list. Like, I rock with that one. So, like, my views on Stranger Things is probably different from other people's views. I don't like horror. I don't like horror stuff. Like, typically, if I like something horror, it's like an aspect of it. Like, oh, that's a cool concept. Freddy Krueger, that's a cool concept. Jason, he just cool, bro. He cool. But the concept of, like, Freddy coming to them in their dreams, okay, that's fire. And, you know, they kind of, you know, it was so fire that Stranger Things had to bite the flow a little bit. You know, they tried to bring in my boy Robert to try to, like, be like, all right, we got the cosign. Like, oh, okay, brother, stop it. But, or like Cabin in the Woods, I'm like, okay, cool. Like, that's, besides like big franchises, Cabin in the Woods is probably like my favorite one, because it's like, damn, that's a cool concept. It's just like, it starts as a typical like horror film, but it's like, no, it's like, imagine like a typical horror film with a cabin in the woods with like a Hunger Games aspect. I was like, okay, that's fire. But other than that, I don't really like horror. Like, it's, for me, it's like you watch like a comedy to laugh. You watch an action movie. Okay, cool. Woo, that's, yeah. You watch a drama to like, to, usually dramas have to do, they can't be just strictly drama. You have to have some sort of aspect of maybe a little bit of sprinkles or aspects of romance, of comedy, of whatever the hell. But it's, you know, the main thing is drama. So it's kind of like just seeing a different story. For me, like, horror movies, it's like, number one, why would you want to go to do something to be scared? I don't understand that. Number two, like, it's never really like, that was scary, like, I'm thinking about that. Like, no. Like, or there's things, actually, no, let me take that back. There's things that I've never considered horror until, like looking them up, and then people being like, this is horror genre. Y'all know I love zombies. Now, zombies can be horror, and for me, like, I think a post-apocalyptic genre is a whole different thing, and that's what I put zombies into it. And a zombie film could be both post-apocalyptic as well as horror. But it also could be post-apocalyptic drama, post-apocalyptic comedy, post-apocalyptic action. Like, it could be a whole bunch of different things. My bad, I hit the mic. But things like the Saw films, I never knew that those were considered horror films. They were never scary to me. It was kind of like, oh, like, I was always interested in like the different kind of games or games. I was like, oh, okay, or traps is a better word. I was like, oh, okay, that's interesting. I like the Saw films. Final Destination, I like the Final Destination films. I like to see like the weird kind of chain of events that they got going on, and like, I never really am like, I guess you could say Final Destination. You see a login truck, you not driving behind it. You know better. That it's not happening. But like, you're not sitting here like, I'm scared. Like, even as a kid, I was like, oh, Final Destination, fun, yay. I mean, granted, I'm never getting, even if I didn't have sensitive eyes, I'm never getting laser eye surgery. Can't go. Simple. I refuse. So the first 2 seasons, like, when I watch horror films, it's like, you're not going to scare me, or if anything, it's going to be a jump scare. And I'm like, okay, jump scare. Ooh, and then that's it. And like 5 seconds later, you're just back to normal. So you can't have that be strictly your film. So the first 2 seasons, or when I watch any horror film or show, it has to be solely reliant on the characters in the story. They didn't bring the full impact of the story within the first 2 seasons. So like, when there's like starting to bring all these things, or they start bringing emotional beats, or we spent this long with these many characters, I'm like, okay, yeah, now I'm like invested. Then I start to like it. So for me, like, the first 2 seasons, okay, the first season was cool. The second season, I don't remember the story wise, but I just remember certain characters pissing me off, specifically the Wheeler household, Mike and specifically Nancy were pissing me the hell off. You know, she's in a blacklist. It was season 2, that's when she got on the blacklist. But season 3, that's when we had like Max and Billy. Season 4, we had Eddie. That's when we started bringing the goats in, man. And we had more emotional moments. So I'm on a different end of that. So like, maybe someone might see this and be like, well, not only did I have to wait this long, it's still not the same typical like horror. For me, I already talked about waiting that long. I already criticized that. But for me, like, no horror is I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be a bad thing. It's, you know, but my bad. It doesn't necessarily have to be a good thing of no horror, but it's not a bad thing for me. Like, for instance, another franchise, Resident Evil, was criticized for leaning away from the horror aspect. Now, for me, if I'm talking about my top 3 games, numbered games, not including spinoffs, my top 3 games are Resident Evil 2, and this is counting the original plus the remake. Resident Evil 4, and this is counting the original plus the remake. And Resident Evil 5, and this is counting the original and the remake that it might come in the future. We'll see. Those are my top 3. So you got one that's kind of in the middle of horror, campiness, action with 4. You got the goated horror game with Resident Evil 2. And then you got Resident Evil 5, which has a little bit of horror, but it's mostly action. And then you go to Resident Evil 6, that's basically strictly action. For me, it was just better product and story rather than the genre. But other people is like, Resident Evil is not horror anymore. This is blah blah blah. And Resident Evil 7 came out, like, it was cool, like, for a game, but like, I don't want all games to play like Resident Evil 7. I don't like that gameplay. It's not for me. It's not me. I want the story and the lore of the, you know, the bio weapons. Like, I don't okay, the Baker family's cool, I guess. Then we got Village. I'm sick of Ethan. I don't care about Ethan, bro. Ethan, why are you here? I know that's your wife, bro. She said don't come. She attacked you. Something's up with her. I'm good. I'm not. There's no woman that I'm going through that BS, losing a hand and some more shit. No woman ever. Hey, simple. I chose Zoe. I chose her. Simple. What it is. This dude Ethan said, I think it's a prank. Bro, get up, dude. This like your first line of dialogue in the game. But for me, horror is just like, you know, things that are considered horror, I'm like, oh, okay. It's not a scary thing to me. And I'm not sitting here trying to be like criticizing a show or film or game or whatever hell because it's not horror, because I don't really care for horror. But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments down below. If you like the video, make sure you drop a like, subscribe, share it with your friends. Stay tuned for the next one, and I'm out. Peace.